Hello, my little filmer dudes. Thank you for joining me on my journey to watch everything, and that's pretty much it. We saw earlier the MMPR Once and Always, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always trailer. I am so freaking excited for this. I've not stopped watching the trailer in all genuinity. I have combed through this trailer just all 1 minute, I almost said 140 minutes, or 140 seconds. 1 minute and 40 seconds. I've combed through the entire thing just so I can break down my own thoughts and my own Easter eggs, because as you may or may not have seen in my trailer reaction, I do say that there's not a lot of Easter eggs, but after going through this, there are quite a bit of Easter eggs, and you can actually surmise the story. So this is a semi-potential spoilers. This is a breakdown video. And I think I figured out what's going on here and why, narratively, why the Green Ranger's out of commission for the rest, why Kimberly and Jason. I think we're gonna see Kimberly and Jason, but you know, more on that in the breakdown. I am so excited. So let's go ahead and dive into this. We have about 36 frames to go through, but we are not going to take forever to go through them. So let's go ahead and do that right now. The trailer starts out with Billy versus Robo Rita, and a lot of people were like, oh, how's Rita coming back? Because she went good. And people are kind of onto the theory, but I actually have a kind of developed theory about how and why, like very much how and why. A lot of people are like, oh, here's the how, but here, I think I know the why. So we'll get to that as to why Robo Rita and how Robo Rita exists. We'll get there. But this is Billy versus Robo Rita. So here we see Rita Repulsa as Robo Rita, and I tried to skim through to see if I could find different photos of Rita's staff through Google Images, and this is an updated staff. It's pretty similar, but it is more black or more painted black and different decals and different details. So this is unless you know, it's an updated design, whatever. I think this is a brand new Bandora staff, and we'll get to what I mean about Bandora. But here we see Billy and Zach on the ground, and this buggy in the background, I think this is Billy's original buggy, the original car that he had in the I don't remember the name, but I think this is his buggy. But at the same time, look at what they are. They're in a cemetery. I think this is important because I think whoever is trying to resurrect Rita or the Bandora witch spirit, those of you in Super Sentai know exactly what I mean by when I say Bandora witch. But I think that they're setting the cemetery is a my apologies. This could be, and this could easily be a funeral scene for Trini, perhaps, and maybe they're coming in and they're like, oh no, we got to do something. So that might be that. I'm still gonna hold on to my theory of like maybe there's like a Rita spirit or something, but this could be a funeral scene. This is Billy about to be just one and done by Robo Rita, and when I saw this, I was like, wait a second, what's going on here? Trini sees what's going on, and I knew as soon as I saw this shot and this one. I mean, you'll see my reaction, and so many people kind of like picked up on it as well. I saw other people's reactions. Some people picked up on it, some people didn't, but like the way they edited this was shocking. I was shocked. I can't believe they went here. They went here. So this is clearly the aftermath. This shot, their face acting is spot on. And I think the reason why they're the only ones with their helmets off, because look, anytime a returning ranger comes back and they don't take off their helmet, it's because the actor wasn't actually there. And so I think the reason why specifically, because we all know Jason David Frank said, no, I'm not going to be part of this movie. I'm not going to be part of this. Rest in peace, Jason David Frank. Such a glorious dude, such a sad situation. So rest in peace. Praise for him, praise for his family. But that's why his helmet is not taken off. That's why the Red Ranger and the Pink Ranger is not taken off, because I think these right here, are we ready? I think this is Jason and Kimberly. I think we're gonna see Jason and Kimberly via voice. I don't think we're gonna see their faces, but I think we're gonna hear like either voiceover. I hope they get the original actors to do their voices at least, but this isn't them. This is the very original lineup, and we're gonna see a shot of all 6 of them, and you'll see, but I think this is Jason, Kimberly, and Tommy right here. So next we see Mihn Kwahn, the daughter of Trini Kwahn. In here, she is wearing green and pink. I wonder if this outfit choice is an homage to Jason David Frank and Amy Jo Johnson because they're not in this. So I wonder if this green and pink is a nod to that. I wonder if it's also a nod to Catherine's relationship with Tommy as well, that I think in the comics did work out. I'm not quite sure. And then they think they had a son as well, but I think that's also an alternate universe. I don't really know, but I think this clothing choice is because of that, because later on in the trailer she does wear yellow very subtly, but she wears yellow. Oh no, but in this shot she says she killed Mom. That's not something ever spoken in Power Rangers ever. It was even a mandate for Saban to never say the word kill or death in a Power Rangers project. And the fact that they're saying kill definitely means Netflix took over. But they always say the word destroy. It's always been destroyed. It's never been the word kill. So the fact that they said the word kill gets me excited because they say the word again later on. She immediately says we have to destroy her. So in my mind, the fact that they decided to use the word kill for kill and then use the word destroy for this, I think they're talking about the Bandora spirit here. And again, we'll get to it in a second. But this is Robo Rita standing right there, right in front of, and if you can actually see in the background there, sorry, I just leaned in, but those are Rangers. I think those are Ranger key. I don't know if they're Ranger keys or what, but those are Rangers in those compartments. And in the top three, you'll see, and we'll see a better shot later on in this, you'll see the red, the green, and the pink Ranger, which again, I think is Jason, Tommy, and Kimberly. So this is the new and improved command center. It is now a sleek, dark, gray, charcoal gray. I think it looks great. I think it looks wonderful. I'm not really sure what that symbol is, that like almost V-like symbol. If anybody knows what it is, I would love to know. But this is a new and improved command center. Who rebuilt it? I think it was Billy. I think Billy may have been rebuilding this with Alpha because he's been in space this whole time, but at any point in time, he could have come back and rebuilt this command center. And I think that's what he did. And so he says that Rita is building a time portal. And again, it's another thing messing with time and multiverse and whatever. And that's kind of the thing we're kind of just used to now. But if you actually notice inside the image there, that's the original opening, the original of when Rita first came out of the thing on the moon. And I wonder if they're going to use that or if they're going to use a multiversal thing and use a Super Sentai. She says she's going to go back and kill the Rangers before they're Rangers, and she says the word kill, but she is going to go back in time, try to kill the Rangers before Zordon gets to them, and potentially even kill Zordon. Are we going to get Zordon? Are we going to see Zordon? Maybe. So here, this is the shot that confirms exactly what I think. My theory, it confirms my theory. So if you notice, that right there is a cemetery behind Robo Rita. So I think this scene actually parallels that one scene, the one shot I showed you of Zach and Billy morphed and they're on the ground next to the buggy and they are in front of a cemetery. I think this is a funeral scene for Trini, and I think this is where Jason, Tommy, and Kimberly get captured. She's going to capture them somehow and put them in there because that is exactly red, green, and pink. And again, who are the ones that are missing? So I genuinely think that those are those characters and that Robo Rita is going to capture them and put them there. And that's why Rocky and Cat come in later on in the trailer and they're like, once a Ranger, always a Ranger. And again, I'll show you in a second why I think that is. So this is Minh. Again, she's looking at her. I wanted to see if that, like, her circle necklace had any significance. I couldn't really see if maybe that was something that Trini wore in this show. I don't know. If anyone knows, cool. If no one knows, also cool. But if I'm right, haha, double cool. But she is wearing yellow on her sleeve. It is very subtle. It's very hard to miss. But I think she's going to not wear yellow all up until this point where she decides I am going to be the Ranger, or I'm going to finally do something myself without like Zach and Billy being like, stop it, girl. Like you like, let us handle it. You ain't a Ranger. You just a kid. And I think she's going to be like, y'all were in high school when you did this. And, my mom be dead and I'm going to get some revenge. I think she's going to totally be like, I think she's gonna go through that whole anger arc and learn what it truly means to be a superhero. So that's cool. And again, we see Trini here. This is the shot that this is the photo that they used. It's gonna make a lot of people cry. This movie is gonna make a lot of people cry. So I think this is gonna be a great send off and homage for Trini. because the world took her too soon. So here we see, I think, okay, so if you notice, these are like, there's words. So I think this is just the multiverse, just a map, a radar of the stars and everything, and just colors, honestly. But if you notice in the background, that is Zordon's tube. It has been repaired, but it has the crack. Andros' crack. Oh no. It has the breakage, Andros' breakage on the tube of Zordon. I think we might even see Zordon. I don't know. I hope they don't like change history and like bring Zordon back, maybe, or I don't know. But that is the crack that was created by Andros in Power Rangers Lost in Space, the finale. That was a finale, man. But yes, we have Billy and Zach with Alpha, which number, who knows at this point, but it is Alpha, and they are employing the Bandora protocol. This is where I think, and I looked this up. I was like, what does Bandora mean in Power Rangers? Because that is her that is her symbol, that is her sigil. So I think the Bandora protocol means, of course, it means Rita Repulsa is back. We got to do something about it, but not necessarily Rita Repulsa, but then Bandora spirit. In Super Sentai, Rita Repulsa was called Bandora Witch. She was a Bandora. So I think it's just something that they were called, I believe. I didn't do too much research, but I believe, just knowing how Saban and Power Rangers, the American Power Rangers, love to use Super Sentai and the Japanese stuff for Easter eggs and for world building. They used Super Sentai worlds and phrases and stuff to build worlds out there, and it's so cool. They're using Bandora as an Easter egg, sure, but I think they're referring to that Rita Repulsa is a normal person, so that's why she was able to go good at the finale of Lost in Space. But the evil spirit is a Bandora spirit, a Bandora witch. And I think they're going to say exactly those words, Bandora witch. And so I think Alpha set up this Bandora protocol because I don't think any of the Rangers know exactly what's going on, honestly. I think they're just going to be confused and going to be like, what the hell is going on, man? So I think Alpha is going to have this Bandora protocol set up with Rangers that can come back from different Power Ranger locations. But I think it's a spirit. I think it's a Bandora spirit that jumps from body to body, and finally, after all these years, she found a new body. A Robo Rita body. Who built this? I don't know. I haven't the slightest clue, honestly. This trailer does not give me any hints. But here we see Coral Harbor, which is the home city for the Grid Battle Force Rangers. The Beast Morphers. That was a good season. It wasn't like phenomenal, but it was a traditional, like, very classic Power Rangers. I liked it. I enjoyed it, especially after a few rough ones. We see Reefside, the home for the DINO Thunder Rangers. And then we have the Astro Mega Ship. Of course, the home for the In Space and Lost Galaxy Rangers. And finally we have Turtle Cove and Terra Venture. Terra Venture, the actual home for the Lost Galaxy Rangers, and Turtle Cove is a deep cut, honestly, kinda. Turtle Cove is the home of the Wild Force Rangers. A lot of people liked Wild Force, the Wild Force season. Admittedly, I didn't really enjoy that one. It's okay. It's just okay. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I'm sorry. It's still okay, but it's not my favorite. So I think that's why Rocky and Kat appear here finally here. I don't think it's them at the beginning of the movie. Again, I think it's Jason, Tommy, and Kimberly, not them, and they appear because of this Bandora protocol. So here they are doing their It's Morphin time. Finally, Zach in the lead. Just deservedly so. Here we have two new monster villains. Who are these guys? I don't really know. I think they're just new villains. We'll learn about them in the movie, I'm sure. Rocky was kind of never really a leader, and they don't really treat him like a leader in this either. So that's why I don't think Rocky is in here. But this is with Trini. I don't think this is the end at all. I think this is the beginning, and I think this is just, we're gonna see all of them morph together. We're gonna be like, oh my gosh, yes! Or they're just gonna all appear there. We're gonna be like, yeah! And then, Trini's gonna die. They're gonna be like, oh my goodness. They're gonna have a funeral scene. Then the three of them are gonna get captured. And then these guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh, what do we do? And Mihn's gonna be like, well, clearly you gotta do something. And then everything else ensues. Here, I think they actually ask Aisha and Adam to come back. If you notice, this is S.P.A, Space Patrol Alpha. I think Adam is actually going to be part of S.P.A because of his time in the Operation Overdrive Once a Ranger crossover episode. Because he interacts with Bridge, with SPD, and Bridge does come back in time for that, I believe that Adam is gonna be like, there's something to be had here. Maybe his powers go away and he's like, I want to do more. So he's gonna either start S.P.A. or SPD or whatever, or he's gonna seek it out and either be one of the founding members or just go find it and be a part of it and bring Aisha with her. And I think here they're gonna be like, yo, y'all need to come with us and be Rangers. And I wonder if they're gonna offer her the yellow and him the green, possibly, because he was a Green Ranger Adam was a Green Ranger at one point, but I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, she's gonna be like, you guys got this, good luck. And it almost sounds like, we know there's trouble, we know Rita, but nah, dude, yeah, I got this, not us. But I mean, clearly, if they're command centers of S.P.A, I genuinely do think maybe they're the ones who started S.P.A. But I think maybe they're gonna be like, we have our hands tied here, man. We're trying to find Rangers for ourselves. Coming into the 2025 thing. So, that'd be so cool if it lines up. But yeah, I genuinely think that's what's gonna happen. I think they're gonna be like, sorry, LOL, sorry. And they're gonna say no. The only reason why I have this shot in here because I want to be the first one and the one to be correct to say that is Ernie's ice cream. I know he does frozen yogurt, but I wonder if Ernie is gonna have an ice cream shop and we're gonna see him right there. Because why else would an ice cream cart be so prevalent right at this shot? So I wonder if that's going to be tied to Ernie or tied to somebody who serves ice cream in the Power Rangers universe. Here we have Robo Rita with the time machine in the background and with the two new dudes there. Who are these two new dudes and how and why is Rita back as a robot? Who built her? That's all I want to know, is who built Robo Rita and for what purpose. Other than, of course, resurrecting the Bandora spirit. But this is back on her original base, it seems. Of course, we have Putties at, this is the one gym from MMPR, the original place. They're gonna go back to it. Is it also called Ernie's? I don't remember. But this is the original dojo, the gym place that they would go and exercise and do martial arts at, and Jason would teach here as well. So I wonder why they're here. I don't know fully why the Putties have decided to be here, or why Rocky and Zach decided to go here, but they did. But here we have Robo Rita and Billy one-on-one. This is just a really cool shot. It just doesn't really do anything else other than confirm that they're just going to be fighting. Yellow. I'm currently editing this and a thought occurred to me. And I just wanted to jump in here real quick and kind of like explain that real quick. I think Billy is going to create something for the Radbug 2 that can allow it to travel through time or through the multiverse or something, because a Radbug can fly to and from the command center. So I wonder if Billy manages to figure something out like that, and that Robo Rita sees it and is like, ooh, I'm gonna use that for my time machine, for my time portal. And I think that's why she's after them specifically, because she's like, I gotta get this time thing. I don't know who built Rita, but I want to say that maybe even Billy, it's Billy's fault that Rita is alive, per se. I want to say that Billy's a reason and he feels guilty, so maybe that's why he is fighting her one-on-one, and maybe he'll feel extra guilty because Trini sacrificed herself to save Billy, and I think Billy's gonna be like, man, I have to do this myself, forgetting about teamwork. And then finally Min's gonna come on, learning her lesson about revenge, and Billy learning his lesson about not feeling guilty, but accepting one's mistakes, forgiving oneself, being forgiven, moving on, and working as a team. I think that's what's gonna happen. But I'm putting it out there. Billy's gonna be responsible for the creation of Rita, and he's gonna be responsible, or at least Rita's gonna want whatever the Radbug has and use that for her time portal. So I think Billy is gonna be that cause. This shot of Billy, this is intense. Like, his lip is ripped, bruised. He's dirty. I think it's supposed to be a representation of blood, but he's dirty. Look, he's just like, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. And I think this is actually Minh. I think it's actually Minh. Again, I don't think Minh is gonna wear an actual color until she decides that she's gonna be yellow, or it could actually be just a random person. Who knows? But that's definitely Rocky saving her. And then we have the 5 Megazord pieces, and I think I don't know if this is the original shot, just remastered or something, but it's there. They look cool. They look clean. And finally, we have the Megazord doing its grandiose thing. And they're in space, so I wonder if they're gonna, if the Megazord battle is gonna happen on the moon, on Robo Rita's base, and they're gonna finally, you know, destroy the base once and for all. And then we have the shiny, new and improved Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always logo. So we have a little teaser, a little trailer teaser tag, and so we have Minh in the Mighty Morphin Command Center. She's wearing her black jacket again. If you can see on her sleeve, they have the yellow streaks. Yellow. But Zach's like, we saved the world before. So I think this is the point where Minh is like, I'm going to join you guys. Potentially, maybe. I think in this shot as well, I think this shot is actually all 5 of them potentially. And because, I mean, if you see Zach is kind of separated, so I wonder if they grabbed Zach and kind of moved him to be in that spot, because I think it's gonna be all 5 of them. I think it's gonna be all 5 of them in here. They just don't want to reveal to us, of course, that Minh is going to be the new Yellow Ranger. They just told us that the original Yellow Ranger is done. So, of course, they're not going to reveal that there's going to be a second one, but it's so obvious. Oh, and that is it. That is all. I am so excited for this. I'm sorry that this was a little all over the place. I mean, I'm clearly going to edit it down and make sure it's all like cohesive and everything for you guys, but I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to see the originals, 6, one of them is going to die, 3 of them are going to get captured by Rita, so we're going to get 2 more, then Minh's going to take over. And I think Billy's, after talking about it, I really do think Robo Rita is going to be accidentally be created by Billy, and Billy's going to feel so bad that he's the one that he's the reason why Robo Rita is back and why all of this chaos is ensuing. And who knows? I do remember there being like rumors and like reports about a new Power Ranger setting, how a movie was going to actually send them back in time or something. Haha, it could be this. Or how they also wanted to do a new Power Rangers set in the 90s with the original characters. I don't know. A lot of Power Rangers things are happening, and it's a good era for Power Rangers fans. It's so good. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching this video. It's a little different than what I usually do, but I'm going to be doing a lot more of these type of videos, and that's for sure. My social media links are in the description below. Please subscribe and like if you like this video, and I will see you next time. You've just been modified.